ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण। जय श्री बलराम भगवान। Balram Jayanti Fast Story. Legend of Lord Balram's birth as narrated in the Sri Garg Samhita. Devrishi Narad says, O king, Kans thought that Vasudevji might run away in fear. That is why he sent many soldiers. As per Kans' order, 10,000 armed soldiers surrounded Vasudevji's palace. Vasudevji and Devki had 8 sons who were born at an interval of 1 year. Thereafter, Devki also gave birth to a daughter who was the eternal Maya of God himself. The first son born was named Kirtiman. Vasudevji took him in his lap and took him to Kans. Seeing Vasudevji keeping his word, Kans felt pity. Kans said, Vasudevji, you go back with this child. I have no fear of it. But whatever eighth child you both have, I will definitely kill it. There is no doubt about it. Sri Naradji says, O king, Vasudevji returned home with his son after Kans said this, but he did not believe the words of that evil soul to be true at all. At that time, I came down from the sky and went near Kans. Ugrasen's son Kans welcomed me with his head bowed down and asked me the purpose of the gods. Listen to the answer I gave him at that time. I said, Nand and other cowherds are the incarnations of Vasu, and Vrishbhanu and other are the incarnations of gods. O King Kans, the verses of Vedas etc. reside here in the form of cowherds in this Vraj Vasudev and others who are of Vrishni Vanshi in Mathura are all gods in their origin. All the women like Devki etc. are also definitely celestial nymphs. If counted 7 times, all the numbers become 8 only. If counted by the number of your killers, then this first child can also be the 8th, because the gods have left movement. Sri Naradji says, Mithileshwar, when I left after saying this to him, Kans became very angry with the gods. He decided to kill the Yadavas at that very moment. He imprisoned Vasudeva and Devki by binding them in chains and killed the firstborn child of Devki by throwing him on a rock. Kans remembered the events of his previous birth. So, out of fear of Lord Vishnu and also due to his evil nature, he killed every child of Devki who appeared on this earth as soon as he was born. He did not hesitate at all in doing so. Yadukul king Ugrasen became angry due to these evil deeds of Kans. He helped Vasudevji and stopped Kans from committing atrocities. Seeing Kans' evil intentions, the great Yadav warriors stood up against him. They stood behind Ugrasen and started protecting him with swords in their hands. Seeing Ugrasen's followers ready for war, Kans' personal brave soldiers also faced them. They were ready to do so. The two groups started fighting in the royal court hall itself. The warriors of the two groups started fighting at the royal gates also. They all started attacking each other with swords. 10,000 people died in this fight. Thereafter, Kans took the mace in his hand and started crushing his father's army. With just a touch of his mace, the heads of many people were cut off, the feet of many were cut off, nails were torn off, arms were cut off, and all of them became hopeless and helpless. Some fell face down, and some standing with weapons in hand in a moment. Many warriors fainted, vomiting blood, and died. So much blood flowed there that the entire court hall was stained with blood. O King of Kings! Thus, the wicked and intoxicated Kans got enraged and defeated his fierce enemies and imprisoned his father. That wicked man dethroned Ugrasen from the throne and held him captive along with his friends and imprisoned him in prison. After taking over all the wealth of Madhu and Shrusen, Kans himself sat on the throne and started ruling the kingdom. All the afflicted Yadavas immediately fled to different countries in the 4 directions and started living there waiting for the right opportunity. Devki's 7th pregnancy increased both joy and sorrow for them. Anant Dev himself was born in it. Yogmaya pulled that womb of Devki through Sankarshan Kriya and put it in the womb of Rohini in Vraj. When this happened, the people of Mathura expressed their regret and said, Oh, where did the womb of poor Devki go? How did it fall? Only 5 days had passed since that womb went to Vraj, when on Bhadrapad Shukla Shashti in Swati Nakshatra on Wednesday, Anantadev was born from the womb of Rohini, wife of Vasudev. The child was born in the afternoon in Libra Lagna surrounded by 5 planets situated in a high place. At the time of the birth, when the gods were showering flowers and the clouds were scattering raindrops, Anantadev appeared and illuminated Nand Bhavan with his body radiance. Nand Rai Ji also performed the Jat Karma Sanskar of the child and donated 10 lakh cows to the Brahmins. By inviting the Gopas, a great auspicious festival was organized with the music of singers adept in singing. Deval, Devrat, Vashisht, Brihaspati and me, Narad, along with the Sri Krishna Devapayan Vyas also came there and were very pleased with the gifts like books etc. offered by Nandaji. Nandarayaji asked, Maharishis, who is the beautiful child who appears to be like no other? Mahamuni, how was he born in just 5 days? Please tell me this. Sri Vyasji said, Nand, you are very fortunate. The eternal god Sheshnag has come in the form of this child. First of all, he was born in the womb of Devaki by Vasudev in Mathurapuri. Thereafter, by the wish of Lord Krishna, he came from the womb of Devaki to the womb of auspicious Rohini. Nandrai, he is rare even for the yogis, but you have seen him directly. I, Mahamuni Vedvyas, have come here only to see him, so you show us all this supreme god in the form of a child. Sri Naradji says, King, after that Nand was surprised and showed him Sheshji in the form of a child. After seeing Sheshji seated in the cradle, Satyavati Nandan, Vyasji bowed to him and praised him. Sri Vyasji said, Lord, you are the presiding deity of the gods and the fulfiller of all the desires. I salute you. You are Anantadev Sheshnag Balram. I salute you. You are Dharnidhar, Purna Swarup, self-illuminating, the one who holds the plough, adorned with 1,000 heads and Sankarshan Dev. I salute you. Revati Raman, you are the elder brother of Baldev and Shri Krishna. You are the destroyer of Halayudh and Pralambasur. Purushottam, please protect me. You are the one who holds the flag with the symbols of Balbhadra and Tal. I salute you. You are the one who wears blue clothes, is fair-skinned, and the son of Rohini. I salute you. You are the enemy of Dhenuk, Mushtik, Kumbhand, Rukmi, Kripkarn, Kut, and Balwal. You are the one who diverted the flow of Kalindi and attracted Hastinapur towards Ganga. You are the destroyer of Dvivid, the lord of Yadavas, and the ornament of Vrajmandal. You are the lord who killed Kans' brothers and performed pilgrimages. You are the guru of Duryodhan himself. Prabhu, please protect the world, please protect it. You are the supreme god who never loses his glory, who is Anant himself. Victory to you, victory to you. Your good fame is spread in all the directions. You are the best among Surendra, Munindra, and Fanindra. You are the bearer of pestle, plough, and strong. Salutations to you. One who always recites this hymn in this world will attain the supreme position of Sri Hari. He will get complete power to destroy his enemies in this world. He will always be victorious and will be the owner of abundant wealth. Sri Naradji says, O King, Parashar Nandan, the great intellected Bhadrarayan sage, Satyavati Kumar, Sri Krishna Drapayan Vedvyas, along with those sages, after paying obeisance and circumambulating Balramji 100 times, went to the banks of river Saraswati. In this way, the story of the birth of Balbhadraji is completed in Sri Narad Bahulashra Samvad under Golokhand in Sri Garga Samhita. All those who are listening, please say with me, Jai Shri Balramji, Jai Shri Balramji, Jai Shri Balram Bhagwan. Friends, please like and share this video. Also do subscribe the channel. Thanks. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Balram Bhagwan.